An overly powerful team in Anime Vanguards Update 9 just arose, and this team combo is absolutely bonkers. So if you guys want to check it out and figure out what this team is and how overpowered it is, don't forget to watch this video until the very end. Without further ado, let's get this video started. But also guys, I just want you guys to know that we are still going to be doing the 70,000 subscriber giveaway, which we are going to be giving away 80 Robux 500 reroll bundles and also a bunch of shrine units. So if you want to be part of this giveaway, then don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get this video started because we have a lot to discuss and I don't have much time. Alright, so what's the team? And basically the team is the team that you guys could see right here at the bottom. So this is essentially going to be the struggler, or basically the Unbound team, right? It's going to be the Unbound combo team, right? It's going to be the Unbound combo team. Essentially, that's what the team is going to be. And you guys could see right here the amount of the units I have. You guys could notice that they're all unbound. All right, guys. So here is the showcase that I wanted to show you guys. This is the Unbound team that I wanted to show. Basically, this team right here, there's two variations to this. One of them is the one that's basically just most overpowered in my opinion. But then one of them is also perhaps really, really great for MVP. So let's take a look at the rundown of the team right here. First, we have Guts. Then we have Hellkiller, which just came out recently, actually. Hellkiller came out in Update 9. And what Hellkiller has is absolutely broken DPS. If you take a look at his DPS right here, he's dealing over 196,000 DPS. And he also has a Glory Kill passive, which is absolutely broken. Then we have right here Broly. Broly is obviously one of the best units in the game, second best unit in the game, right below the Over Heaven. What he has is the Wrathful Clash buff, which will essentially buff all Unbound units a lot, essentially. Basically, at the maximum of this, you can buff your Unbound units by a really, really great amount. And the reason for that is mainly because if you take a look at their crit chance, it's 105%, right? It's 105%. So 2.15% is going to be multiplied to their damage. This is because the crit chance is at 105%. So obviously, you guys can see right here, 2.15 multiplied by 404,000. This one right here is 2.38 multiplied by 630,000. It's not always going to be 2.38 because I have a familiar that lowers my crit chance. Then for Broly, it's 3 multiplied to 279,000. And for that reason alone, all of these guys' damage are essentially being multiplied by 2, right? Which is absolutely broken. And that leads them to have one of the most insane DPS in the entire game. So what is the Over Heaven's purpose here? The Over Heaven's purpose is basically just his reality rewrite. Basically, you could either give him slow, or you could either give him wounded, you could give him freeze, stun. Personally, the two best ones in my opinion are slow, wounded, and maybe bleed, right? Slow, wounded, bleed, and burn are pretty good. Scorched, actually all of this are good. The worst ones are probably stun and freeze, right? But all these ones right here, wounded, slow, bleed, burn, and bubbled, actually all of them are really, really good. And the reason why the Over Heaven is here is because having access to this is pretty useful, because if you haven't noticed already, from the 3 units that we brought here, there are no crowd control units. And I actually did a test earlier. With these units, they cannot beat Itachi with 50 million HP without a slow. So, actually, I don't want to test it right here. Actually, we will test it later, but I just wanted to show you right now how much damage these units are doing. So, 100 multiplier on Itachi, which is 7.15 million HP. Take a look at how fast he's going to get erased. Obviously, they're getting stunned, but it doesn't matter because, again, the slow on Itachi is 50%, and that's basically getting reapplied multiple again and again and again because the Over Heaven's just always going to be applying it. So he's absolutely obliterated very, very quickly. We're going to do now a 1,000 times multiplier to Itachi, which is 71 million HP. And you guys will see right here just how fast they will do it. I don't want to use any abilities yet, but if I use abilities like, for example, the Hellkiller ability, this is going to be 2 times faster. If I use Guts ability, it's going to be several times faster. But honestly, I don't think you do need those abilities, mainly because there's just no need for them because these units are just already broken in terms of DPS. Plus, the 50% slow of the Over Heaven causes Itachi to move a lot slower. Again, this is without any of their abilities being used. Had I used any of their abilities, this guy would have already been dead, which is absolutely crazy. So you guys can see right here, sorry for that, I had a problem with my monitor. So as you guys can see right here, absolutely getting slaughtered. This unit is, or sorry, this enemy, and he's basically gone now too. So yeah, there you go. Without the over heaven, by the way, that would not have been possible because the 50% slow is a big contributor to how good this team is. The 50% slow, and obviously the DPS of the over heaven as well, and the other things you can do like burn, bleed, and all that other stuff. It's a big part of it. So yeah, this is absolutely good as a team. And what makes this really, really nice, again, is the buff of Broly. So there's another variation to this, like I mentioned earlier, and that variation is essentially removing Guts and then adding Aizen to the team. The reason why that is potentially very, very good for MVP, basically the reason why there's another variant is because of MVP. By removing Guts and adding someone like Aizen to the team, you are going to be able to utilize Aizen alongside the Broly buff, which essentially means that Aizen's going to deal tons more damage, basically 2 times more damage. And then also, while that's going on, be able to use his MVP skills. Aizen's still one of the best MVP units in the game. Jin Mori is also pretty good, but Jin Mori does not have Unbound, so he can't get the buff of Broly. So by replacing someone like Struggler and adding Aizen to this team, this could potentially be one of the best MVP team in the entire game. And that is actually one of the reasons why I still want to get Monarch on Aizen, because of the potential MVP capabilities. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this team right here. You could again also maybe replace Dio over Heaven. If you want to just go for purely MVP, you could replace Dio over Heaven and just add Aizen as a replacement for potentially farming MVP. It's going to be absolutely broken because Unbound units like Aizen, or Aizen specifically with his aura passive, will just do absolutely insane, especially in combination with something like this. It's absolutely broken though, and this is a pretty good team to use on a daily basis. Like, this team can clear most of the stages in the entire game, I believe. I don't know if this team can clear GGX stage. I could probably test it out later, but again, I don't have that much time right now. You could probably clear 99.9% of the stages in the game with this team because of how absolutely broken this is. Yeah, this team is pretty cool and pretty nice. So yeah, one last thing before we end this video. What are the potential weaknesses of this team? Well, there are some potential weaknesses of this team. Number one, most of them can get affected by stuns. Like you saw with Itachi earlier, they were being affected by stuns, which is affecting their total DPS. But apart from stunts affecting them, one other thing that could affect them potentially is debuffs, right? So characters like Dio over Heaven does not get affected by debuffs. Same with Broly, he does not get affected by debuffs. I believe Guts also does not have debuff immunity. He does have debuff immunity with his Berserker armor, but outside of his Berserker armor, he does not have debuff immunity, which is a very, very bad thing. None of them has cleanse as well. Broly has his self-cleanse, obviously, but he can't cleanse these other characters. So they will be weak against debuffs because there's no cleansers. But again, it will probably still perform really, really well. That's pretty much it for today's video, though, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching, and like and subscribe. Peace out, everybody.